Alright, what is up, guys? It's the Sandman back at it again with yet another reaction video. I'm feeling like listening to some thrash metal, guys. Some thrash metal I have not heard. Well, I guess I shouldn't really say this is thrash metal since this is Architecture of Aggression by Megadeth, which is from their Countdown to Extinction album, I believe. And, yeah, man. I listened to Foreclosure of a Dream, and I've listened to a couple other songs on this album. But there's about half of the songs on here I have not listened to, so I'm really looking forward to listening to it. As you guys, if you guys didn't know, I Megadeth's one of my favorite bands of all time, probably my top five bands of all time for me at least. Um, meaning in my opinion, whew, I am really talking myself in circles here, right? But yeah, I listened to all their first four albums and they were all insanely good. Rust in Peace is probably one of my top three albums ever that I've ever listened to. Period. Peace Cells is great. Um, Killing Is My Business is great. Um, so Far So Good is also amazing. So there's a lot of classics that these guys have put out. And I just want to get into their later work, man. I really want to get into this album and albums beyond that because I know they have an extensive discography. And credit to them, they put out a lot of music and they put out a consistent basis. So giving the fans what they want, which you always love to see that. But anyways, here's Architecture of Aggression. I really don't know what to expect because this album is a bit different from the ones before. But let's get right into it. Wow. Mm. Right off the bat, I really love that pre-chorus. I really love that pre-chorus. The way he delivers those vocals is very groovy, but again, it's a war song. You can already tell, but the heavy riff, really heavy riff. Yeah, man, really heavy riff. I gotta hear that part again. That part was great. So we'll go back like 20 seconds. Let's get it. Mm. Very great rhythm. These riffs are crazy. Killer solo. Shoot, when that entered, I was least expecting it. It entered when I was least expecting it. Right, and the amazing rhythms were happening. Um, that solo came in like a truck, insane. Um, or should I say like lightning? And the rhythms was just thudding like a truck. You know what I'm saying? Like a club, just do 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 do. Brilliant stuff. Dave Mustaine's a rhythm genius, rhythm guitar genius, man. And to think he does this while singing live. I don't know if they've got a live performance of this song ever. That is crazy. Um, and what I love about Megadeth is they have a theme with the rhythm, like with the rhythm playing, but they change up like every other line. They change something up ever so slightly that it makes it sound so interesting. And then once you try to learn it on a guitar, for instance, you see like, why can't they just do this thing the same way like four times in a row? But I gotta remember like they palm mute here, or they slide up one fret on the ending here, and they do like a little run here at the end of this line, and then they change things up. It makes it sound very intricate. Well, and it is very intricate because that's what makes it like subconsciously you're like on you're on edge. You're like really with the song. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really love. And let me go back to this whole section. Honestly, I think I'll go back 30 seconds. Hopefully the solo hasn't started yet. Great bass too. Mm. Crazy good song. That was a crazy good song, man. Um, yeah, what else can I say? My favorite part is that pre-chorus. Um, and you guys know what I'm talking about. When he like raises his, he has some good vocals on this album from what I've heard so far, man. It's like Metallica's Black Album. I feel like comparisons between like this being like Metallica's sort of Black Album. I don't know if that is too accurate or not, but what I can say about the Black Album is James like was allowed to shine really on his vocals, um, because the music was just a tad slower and he can really extend a lot of his notes, and it was very melodic. And Mustaine's got some good vocal melodies in this song, man, particularly in that pre-chorus section, which I really do like. Um, the guitar work's insane, man. The guitar work is insane, and my favorite part about thrash metal is rhythm guitar. Um, that's my favorite like instrument to pay attention to, and this is a brilliant example of that. Yeah, great riffs here. I would love to learn a couple of these riffs just to have them under my belt. And especially the rhythms during the solo. The main solo was killer. Really killer stuff by Marty Friedman, man. What a genius. Absolute genius. Um, I love how they let all the drumming, of course, complex. They always hire the best of the best guitarists, and they get the best drummers, man. They have some insanely good drummers. And of course, Dave Ellefson holds it down on the bass. I love how they let him shine in a lot of songs. That's always great to see. But I mean, the lyrics here are really intense. and you can see this sort of business vibe about war. You know what I'm saying? There's a lyric about he has a kiss on his cheek, but then like talks about him just sort of like eliminating his enemies and like uh a great like line was like, you know your worth when your enemies praise your architecture of aggression. It's like even your enemies sort of acknowledge, despite the killing, despite this, when it's all said and done, when it gets down to business of war, um, it's like playing like a sport. It's like sportsmanship in a way. It's like a very morbid sort of lyric now that I think about it. But that's what just comes to mind here. But yeah, really good song, really powerful lyrically, and overall a great listen. This is good. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be on repeat for me. And man, I gotta finish this album. What else can I say? I really do gotta finish this album because this was a great track. So far, it might be my favorite song on the album, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I'll have to listen to the whole thing and see, for sure. But guys, stay tuned for more reactions from Countdown to Extinction as well as other bands. I'm getting into Anthrax as well. I'm a first time Anthrax listener, so I'm getting lot of Anthrax reactions coming up and a lot of Megadeth reactions coming up. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. It's the Sandman checking out. Y'all have a good night/day whenever you're seeing this. Peace.